Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s remain strong and independent while others struggle? What if it's not luck or good genes, but something far more within your control? And most importantly, could a few simple habits decide whether you age with vitality or decline too soon? The truth is, it all comes down to choices, daily routines, and a mindset that can shape how you live after 70. In this video, we'll explore 5 critical benchmarks that determine not just how long you'll live, but how well. From standing up from the floor without help to waking each day with a clear sense of purpose, these benchmarks define the rare 5% of seniors who continue to thrive with strength, independence, and dignity. Stay until the end, because I'll not only reveal what these benchmarks are, but also show you how to start training for them today, so you can take control of your future and live healthier, longer. So, let me ask you, will you be among the 95% who can't, or the 5% who still can? Before we dive in, I'd truly appreciate your support. If you enjoy this video, please like it to help spread these important lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do, and turn on the bell so you won't miss future health advice. If this video speaks to you, comment number 1. If not, comment number 0 to let me know how I can do better for you. Now, let's begin. The first benchmark is the ability to rise from the floor without using your hands. At first, it may seem simple, even trivial, but when you understand its impact, you'll see how deeply it reflects your health and longevity. This movement may look simple, but it is far more than a physical act. It serves as a powerful diagnostic tool, revealing the condition of your musculoskeletal, neurological, and cardiovascular systems. In youth, standing up from the floor is effortless, something we barely notice. Yet with age, it becomes a sharp indicator of independence, resilience, and even survival. To rise using only your legs and core requires a symphony of muscles working together. The quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, abdominals, obliques, and spinal stabilizers. It's not just strength, it's coordination, balance, and precise control. You need mobility in the hips, flexibility in the ankles, and enough endurance to avoid losing your breath. At the same time, your nervous system must orchestrate every move. Proprioception, spatial awareness, and timing all come into play. When you can perform this smoothly, it shows your body remains strong, integrated, and capable of sustaining an active life. But if you struggle, it signals a weakening foundation and the early signs of decline. Scientific research highlights just how critical this is. A major study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology followed adults over 50 and found those able to sit and rise without support were far less likely to die within the next 6 years. The results were striking. Those who failed were 5 to 6 times more likely to face mortality, showing this test is more than correlation. It points to real causation. The inability to perform this basic movement is not a small issue. It signals a deeper systemic breakdown, often marking the start of decline that can lead to dependence, injuries, and a lower quality of life. But here's the encouraging truth. This skill is not lost forever. It can be trained and improved at any age. The brain's neuroplasticity, its ability to create new connections, remains active throughout life. Muscles still respond to resistance, growing stronger with practice, and the nervous system can become more efficient with deliberate training. Rising from the floor is no different from preparing for a marathon or learning a new skill. It demands patience, repetition, and focus. Start simple. Sit cross-legged or in a squat and practice standing with minimal hand support. Gradually reduce assistance as you build strength, coordination, and confidence. Support this practice with exercises like squats, lunges, and core work to strengthen the essential muscle groups. The floor is not your enemy. It is your training ground, a mirror of your resilience. Reclaiming this movement means reclaiming independence, extending your functional years, and proving to yourself that age does not define you. And if you're still with me, finding these lessons helpful, comment number 1 below to let me know you're following along. Thank you for your valuable time. The second benchmark is walking briskly for 30 minutes without stopping. At first glance, it may seem ordinary, so routine, that it hardly deserves attention. Yet hidden in this simple act lies a powerful measure of cardiovascular health, muscular endurance, neurological coordination, and overall vitality. This is not simply about covering distance or burning calories. It is about maintaining steady momentum, both physically and symbolically. And before we continue, I would truly appreciate your support. If you enjoy this video, please like it to help spread these lessons on healthy aging. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on the bell so you won't miss future advice. If this content resonates, comment number 1. If it doesn't, comment number 0 so I can improve and bring you better value. Now, let's return to the point. The ability to walk continuously at a moderate or brisk pace for half an hour, even in later years, is a strong testament to your body's capacity to endure, adapt, and thrive. Brisk walking engages your cardiovascular system in a dynamic way. Your heart rate rises, pumping oxygen-rich blood to muscles, organs, and the brain. Your lungs expand, improving respiratory function, and circulation enhances, delivering vital nutrients throughout the body. This steady rhythm of movement produces benefits that reach far beyond physical fitness alone. Research, including studies in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease and Neurology, shows walking as one of the most powerful tools for brain health, often more effective than medication at sharpening cognition, stabilizing mood, and reducing the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. A 30-minute walk is far more than exercise. It is a lifeline for mental clarity, emotional strength, and long-term cognitive health. Walking also challenges multiple systems at once, making it a surprisingly complex activity. Every step is a controlled fall, requiring strength from the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves, along with stability from the core and hips. It calls for proper posture, rhythm, and real-time coordination between muscles and joints. Without practice, these skills fade, and when they do, the risks rise. Falls, fractures, and hospitalizations often follow, leading to a chain of health setbacks. For older adults, losing the ability to walk is more than a physical limitation. It often leads to isolation, dependence, and a loss of identity. The beauty of walking lies in its simplicity. No gym, no special equipment, no perfect body, only the discipline to commit daily, no matter the weather or mood. Those 30 minutes are an investment in your future self, compounding benefits for your legs, lungs, heart, and spirit. For people over 70, walking remains one of the safest and most effective activities, offering immense rewards with minimal risk. Yet its simplicity is deceptive. Walking feels effortless until the day it no longer is. By the time walking becomes a struggle, the damage is often irreversible. The time to act is now, before your capacity fades. Begin with shorter walks, then gradually increase both duration and intensity. Challenge yourself with varied terrains, hills, uneven paths, or stairs, to strengthen balance and stability. And always invest in proper footwear to protect your feet and joints. Think of this as building a buffer of vitality that will carry you through the years. Walking is not just about mobility. It's about preserving your humanity, your ability to engage with the world, and your independence. The third benchmark is lifting at least 20 pounds. At first glance, it may seem minor, nothing compared to feats of youthful strength. But its importance lies not in grandeur, rather in its practical relevance to daily life. 20 pounds is the weight of a grocery bag, a restless toddler, a suitcase, or a household item that requires effort. It could be a chair moved across a room, a laundry basket carried upstairs, or a pet lifted from the floor. This is not about showing off strength or chasing vanity. It is about maintaining a foundational capacity that supports independence and quality of life. For many people over 70, the The slow erosion of this ability can lead to reliance on others, frustration, and a fragile sense of self that undermines both physical health and emotional well-being. Muscle is far more than a bundle of fibers. It is a reservoir of vitality, a cornerstone of health that supports nearly every aspect of aging well. Strong muscles fuel metabolism, regulate blood sugar, and help guard against obesity and type 2 diabetes. They stabilize joints, protecting them from the wear and tear that can lead to chronic pain and arthritis. Muscles also shield bones from the frailty of osteoporosis, lowering the risk of fractures. Perhaps most importantly, they enhance balance, serving as the body's first defense against falls, a leading cause of injury and death in older adults. Losing the ability to lift 20 pounds is not a small matter. It is an early warning sign of sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. Sarcopenia sets off a chain reaction, a slower metabolism, weaker bones, reduced balance, and greater risk of injury. Left unaddressed, it turns simple daily tasks into exhausting challenges, creating a cycle of inactivity, dependence, and decline. The encouraging truth is that strength is malleable. Unlike many aspects of aging, muscle can be built, reclaimed, and fortified at any stage of life. Even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond, muscle fibers can still adapt and grow with resistance training. Progress may be slower and recovery more deliberate than in youth, but the potential for improvement remains powerful. Resistance training, whether with dumbbells, bands, body weight, or simple household items like water jugs, can restore this essential strength. The goal is not appearance or ego, but practical usefulness. Carrying groceries with ease, moving furniture confidently, rising from a chair without help, or steadying yourself during an unexpected stumble. Beyond the physical benefits, strength training sparks a profound mental shift. Regaining the ability to lift 20 pounds brings renewed confidence and eases the fear of frailty that shadows aging. It reshapes self-image, changing the story from inevitable decline to one of capability and control. This transformation extends far beyond muscles. It strengthens emotional resilience, reduces anxiety, and builds a sense of agency that touches every part of life. Lifting 20 pounds becomes more than exercise. It is a symbol of reclaiming autonomy, a statement that weakness is not your destiny. To begin, start with exercises that match your current ability. Wall push-ups, chair squats, or seated leg lifts provide a solid foundation. Then gradually add light weights or resistance bands, increasing intensity as your strength improves. Working with a trainer or physical therapist can help ensure proper form, reduce injury risk, and provide guidance, especially for those with health concerns. Above all, remember, consistency is the key. Even modest efforts, when practiced consistently, can deliver transformative results. By committing to this routine, you're not just building strength, you're fighting for independence, resilience, and the freedom to live life on your terms. If you're still watching and finding these lessons valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're following along. Thank you for your time. The fourth benchmark is balancing on one foot for 10 seconds. At first glance, it may seem trivial, like a child's game rather than a serious test of health. Yet beneath its simplicity lies a profound assessment of physical and neurological integration, offering insight into the systems that keep us steady and upright. This skill is not about athletic talent. It depends on the seamless cooperation of muscles, joints, eyes, ears, and brain working together to maintain balance. A wobble or stumble here is more than a small misstep. It can signal emerging weaknesses that threaten both physical stability and cognitive vitality. Balance is a complex ability, blending the physical with the neurological. It relies on the inner ear's vestibular system to sense movement and position, the cerebellum to coordinate precise motion, and proprioceptive feedback from muscles and joints to report the body's location in space. These systems must constantly adjust to posture, weight shifts, and environmental cues like uneven ground or sudden movement. When balance begins to fail, It may not only reflect weak muscles or stiff joints, but also early signs of neurological aging or cognitive decline. Research, including studies in The Lancet and the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, highlights the predictive power of balance tests, linking poor results to frailty, higher fall risk, and even neurodegenerative conditions like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. In this way, the simple act of standing on one foot for 10 seconds becomes a powerful indicator of overall health. For older adults, the consequences of poor balance are immediate and profound. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths, often leading to hip fractures, head injuries, and complications that trigger a devastating chain of events. A single fall can mean hospitalization, surgery, long recovery, and in many cases, a permanent loss of independence with a move to long-term care. The emotional burden is equally heavy. Fear of falling limits activity, breeds isolation, and erodes confidence. But this decline is not inevitable. Balance is a skill that can be trained and strengthened. Simple habits like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, walking heel to toe, or joining activities such as Tai Chi, yoga, or dance can sharpen neuromuscular coordination, strengthen stabilizing muscles, and restore stability. Balance also carries a deeper symbolic meaning. It reflects the ability to stay grounded and composed through life's inevitable challenges, whether physical, emotional, or even existential. As we grow older, setbacks come. Health issues, the loss of loved ones, and questions of purpose and legacy. The capacity to steady oneself, to remain calm under pressure, is resilience that extends beyond the body. Standing on one foot for 10 seconds becomes more than exercise. It is a quiet act of defiance, reclaiming coordination, confidence, and independence in the face of aging's uncertainties. To start, practice balance exercises in a safe setting, using a wall, chair, or countertop for support. Begin with short, 5-second holds, then gradually increase both duration and complexity as your confidence builds. Strengthen the foundation by training the feet, ankles, and core with movements like calf raises or seated leg lifts. Those few seconds of balance reveal far more than physical ability. They testify to the body's enduring power to adapt, evolve, and thrive. The fifth benchmark is waking up with a reason to live. Among all measures of healthy aging, having purpose each morning may be the most powerful. Physical health is vital, but purpose is the force that ties together body, mind, and spirit, shaping not just how long you live, but how deeply you experience those years. Purpose is the spark that lifts you out of bed each morning, filling the day with meaning and direction. It isn't about grand achievements or public recognition. Instead, it's the quiet belief that there is still something worth giving, something worth rising for. Whether nurturing a relationship, tending a garden, mentoring the young, or simply cherishing moments of connection. Without purpose, even a strong body can falter. With it, even a frail body can find strength to carry on. And this isn't just philosophy, it's measurable. Decades of research, including studies in the Journal of Gerontology, Psychosomatic Medicine, and The Lancet Healthy Longevity, show that older adults with a strong sense of purpose have lower rates of heart disease, stroke, and depression. They are also less likely to develop Alzheimer's, recover faster from illness or injury, and are more consistent with healthy habits like regular exercise, good nutrition, and staying socially connected. Purpose stimulates brain pathways linked to resilience and emotional control, strengthens immunity, and even helps regulate stress, reducing the damage caused by chronic inflammation. Purpose is far more than a feel-good idea. It delivers real physiological benefits, serving as a cornerstone of vitality and well-being. And it doesn't have to be grand or visible to others. Purpose can be found in the smallest, most personal acts. Sharing stories with grandchildren, volunteering at a food bank, tending a garden, creating art, or caring for a beloved pet. It's about discovering what truly resonates within you, what gives structure to your days and meaning to your efforts. Purpose is the thread that pulls you forward, even when illness, grief, or uncertainty press heavily. It anchors you to life, offering a reason to engage with the world despite its challenges. Without purpose, decline takes hold quietly. Days slip into monotony, motivation fades, and the unstimulated mind begins to withdraw. This stagnation fosters isolation, speeds cognitive decline, and erodes the very essence of being alive. In contrast, purpose keeps you moving, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It connects you to something greater than yourself, whether a community, a cause, or a personal passion. These connections are the lifeblood of fulfillment, enriching not only the number of your years, but also their quality. Cultivating purpose takes reflection and intention. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Which activities or relationships bring joy, fulfillment, or a sense of contribution? The answers may change over time, but simply asking these questions keeps you engaged with life. Explore new hobbies, join a community group, share your wisdom, or reconnect with loved ones. Purpose does not need to be loud or ambitious, it only needs to be yours. When you anchor yourself in something meaningful, each day becomes a step toward a life well lived, ensuring your later years are not just endured, but celebrated. And there you have it, the 5 powerful benchmarks that can reshape how you age and live. Standing up from the floor, walking briskly, lifting 20 pounds, balancing on one foot, and waking up each morning with purpose. These are more than simple tasks. They are your roadmap to a stronger, healthier, and more meaningful life well into your 70s and beyond. So, what did you take away today? Which of these benchmarks inspired or surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what you plan to put into practice. Your story could inspire someone else on their journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more guidance on living better, longer, and stronger. I wish you good health, happiness, and peace. And remember to subscribe to my channel, Healthy Aging Blueprint.